Now let's get to some other things. What I'm talking about right now is, see, once again, just going back to the anatomy, you have the open bracket, right? You have commas, right? So within these, what all can you give? So here in this particular case, the person had given A1 to A10, okay? A1 to A10 is a range, okay? You can also call it a reference, right? So depending on the formula, you could either give a range, okay, or just a cell, right? So both are possible, okay? At the same time, you can give some other things also in a parameter. So for example, you could give a name, okay? Like for example, you can say add, let's say in salary components, right? You have basic, you have, let's say HRA, you have, let's say, you know, whatever, conveyance allowance and so on and so forth, right? So all of those get added. So you can potentially say, assuming that there is a name associated with that, you can give a name. So let me just demonstrate that for you. So equals sum, right? So as of now, I have not named it yet. So let's say, for example, we'll call this, you know, basic, right? So we have not given any name, so it will throw up an error. I understand it. So basic HRA, okay? So these are the two, for example, all right? And I would hit an enter. It's saying, is there a name? Now let's call this. So this is a way you can name a cell, right? Like we discussed before. We'll call this basic. Did I give a capital? Okay. Okay, so that is one thing that has happened. So there is still one more, which is HRA. We'll call this HRA. Okay. Now the formula recognizes that, and then it will use it. Okay. So this is the second one. You can use a name, right? And the third one is, you can also add in just a constant number. So for example, I want to add 5 to it, right? I can do that, right? So wherever you have arguments, you can give a constant any point in time, right? Unless maybe it's mandatory for you to give a range, right? You can also give another formula here, okay? So for example, let's say I would like to give a sum inside of a sum, and let's say I want to add these two, right? And I want to give that, right? I can do that as well, okay? Then there is also one more thing that you could do depending on the formula though, okay? You can also give text, right? But it depends on whether you can give text as an input or not, okay? So for example, concatenate is one such formula, okay? Which will take both numbers and text, okay? Let's say if I want to give text called, let's say, sample text, all right? And then I want to give a number, you know, which is basically in this particular case, it has automatically taken the name, right? So I can give a reference right here, right? I can also give another formula like we discussed. Let's say I would say sum, right? 1, 2, right? I gave constants, right? So in fact, we can give another constant as well. Let's say 5, right? So you can give all of this and it will take everything, right? Because this particular formula is capable of taking text and formulas and numbers and everything. Okay. All right. Okay. So what you can do is you can actually in a specific cell, right? So just some additional tidbits. I think this is something that I had mentioned before, but I will just mention this one more time. You can hit F2 when you are on the cell, that is, you can hit F2 in order to open up the formula. Okay, and then you'll be able to correlate which cell is which by color. So for example, you can see this is basic, right? And we know this is basic, so it will highlight the cells in the same color and the text in the same color, and also the specific cell, so that you can easily relate the formula. Okay. Another thing that you could do is you could also, sometimes formula is really long, right? So like 3 lines, 4 lines, and so on. You could use this to sort of expand the formula bar. So this is called a formula bar, by the way. Okay, this is called the formula bar, and you can expand that, and then you can sort of click on it, and then you will have the exact same thing that we just discussed, which is that the colors will get highlighted and so on. You can see that happening here. Okay, all right. So yeah, so those are some things. You could also, if you want to, you can hit, give me 1 second, let me just turn off the video for a minute. You can also do this, which is you can like hit the FX function, and you can get into insert function dialog box. Okay, this is an insert function. This is similar to the calculated field option that we have in Tableau. Okay, so and then you can sort of browse all of these, and you can see various functions and so on and so forth, and then you can basically use any of those. Okay, and you can basically double click. You can double click, and then it will get into the formulas and so on. We'll get to that a little later. Okay, so there is one more thing I would like to tell you, which is there is a shortcut to insert function. Okay, and that is F3. Oh, sorry, my mistake. All right. Oh, F3 is for this one. I thought, okay, my apologies. I thought F3 is for insert formula. F3 is for insert a name. Okay, but that's a good thing that you guys can know. Insert name, you can paste name using this one. All right. Okay, so okay, exit this. All right. Okay, so the next one I would like to tell you guys is that again, apologize for covering some of the basics, but I just want you guys to know that what you can do is inside a broader formula, right? You can also insert multiple formulas. Okay, what do I mean by that? Let's say you have equal to sum, okay, and you have, let's say, this one. Okay, then what you can do is you can add any operator, okay, and add another function. Okay, let's say I want to add these two, for example. Okay, and so on and so forth. Okay, plus, say for example, let's say minimum of, let's say, these, all of these numbers, for example. Okay, like that. So you can add, I think you'll have a big range. I think maybe some 256 or maybe 30, 40, like that. Okay, I hope you guys don't reach it, because there's no point in reaching that, because nobody will understand that formula if you have so many formulas. But the real thing for you to know is that you will be in a position to add multiple formulas within the same formula, and you'll have to have an operator in between. Okay, either plus, minus, sometimes you can also have ampersand. Okay, so when you have text, you can add ampersand, so things like that. So you'll be able to do all of that stuff. Okay, clear now? Okay, all right. So now let us do this. So basically, let us cover any questions up until now, because I'm changing topic a little bit. I'm going to one of the functions.
No, Chaitanya, from my side.
Okay.
Cool. So actually, let me do this. Let me just stay with this one, and I would like to add something. Give me 1 second. I would like to show you guys something. See, we talked about references, right? So see, basically, whenever you have this, so this is a reference, okay? And there are various ways of giving a reference. I'll cover that also today, okay? So references are of two types, okay? I think this one is called A1 reference. Let me just check that, okay? Okay, so yeah, it's called an A1 reference type. Okay, and it's worth noting what each of these mean, because these are very interesting, right? So the simplest one is A10. It refers to A and 10. Okay, so column A, row 10. That is the cell it is referring to, right? So A10 to A20 translates to from A10 to A20. Okay, and just to be clear, let me just expand this so that you guys can all see it in larger text, right? So there is a colon in between. Okay, so maybe Shravan, this is a different type of colon usage. Maybe you should cover that also in your English session. I'm just kidding. So this is Excel, but basically you can use a colon in between, and that's what it is. Okay, So basically, what is this? So you have, so this is in a same row. Okay. You can also give a specific range, which is more like a rectangle. So E15, so B15 to E15. Here it is basically covering a sort of specific so across columns. It is covering. Okay. It goes from B15 to E15. It covers that particular row, right? In this case, it was one single column. Okay. It's going from A10 to A20. It's clear, right? No need for demo, hopefully, right? Yeah, okay. So, and then you also have what's called a, so within a single, basically, if you want to select the entire row, you can do that using this, okay? And you can do that if you want to highlight all of the rows, all of the cells in rows 5 to 10, you will be able to do that over here. Similarly, column, okay, and similarly multiple columns, okay, and this is basically like a rectangle. Okay, I'll quickly demo this to you. Okay, so let's use the sum formula, which is a simple and easy formula, right? Is equals sum. All right, so we talked about, so let's say a single cell, that's clear, right? And basically some cells in a specific column, we discussed this, right? Some cells in a specific row, right? And a single row, multiple rows, a column, multiple columns, right? And like a rectangle. Okay, clear now? So that's a quick demo. Okay.